hypocrite, eh? Like camera talk to you if you don't feel some good shit, bro. Fuck you up.
Middle of September, hot heads breaking down the levee. Hot heads, end of an era. Hot heads, back to school day. Wild way to get your head beat. Main Street is waiting still. Suck home or suck in eyes. Main Street is waiting still. Driving down the sweaty bikes, in the car and on the prowl. Driving down the sweaty bikes, in the car and on the prowl. Hot heads writing the news. Hot heads reading out eulogies. Our house is filled with nothing. Our house is filled with fear. Driving down the sweaty bikes, in the car and on the prowl. Driving down the sweaty bikes, in the car and on the prowl. Hot heads, middle of September. Hot heads, back to school days. Hot heads, middle of September. Hot heads, back to school days. Hot heads, middle of September. Hot heads, back to school days. Hot heads, middle of September. Hot heads, back to school days.
Had the fucking craziest waves. I wish I was in Bali.
Oh la la, Creed. Oh la la. Oh la la. Oh la la. Edgy guys at the bars, you know, they put their back on like this. They walk up to the nose, they walk back. It's all very easy, but you have to look cool while you're doing it. So you do not zip up, you don't put your arms in. You just walk up like this. The wind blowing like this, and you get the shot.
Hey there, sis, what's that tune you've been humming round these empty rooms? Sing it loud, just for me. You know I need just one more melody. And if there's land above those clouds, I've made sure no chance to find it. How can we wait just one more day? Keep that light shining my way, 'cause it feels like I'm crucified and the dogs they bite, and nothing's left, nothing's right. It feels like I'm alone tonight, I'm not home tonight, yeah, and nothing's left, nothing's right. I can't stop looking for a little flame. Yeah, that glow keep lighting up my face. Crying for the rhythm sound, but just as sweet as those masses roaring on the field. 'Cause it feels like I'm crucified and the dogs they bite, and nothing's left, nothing's right. It feels like I'm alone tonight, I'm not home tonight, yeah, and nothing's left, nothing's right. It feels like I'm crucified and the dogs they bite, and nothing's left, nothing's right. It feels like I'm alone tonight, I'm not home tonight, yeah, and nothing's left, nothing's right.
Did only go in the
No,
Yeah.
you actually just want the coolant to go around the end.
Yeah, it's all about radio fluid, needs flushing.
It does, it's a dance, man. Yeah, it's a fuck up dance. Fuck! I hope they use all of this footage, eh?
We need to open doors for each other because umuntu ngumuntu ngabantu. I just wanted to be someone that creates stuff, someone that adds value to people's lives and moves the community forward. I was born and raised in Langa, Cape Town. Langa is a fantastic place. It's one of the first townships in Cape Town, I think South Africa as well. It came to me that, it would be cool to have a delivery service for people in the community whereby someone would just call you and you would go to that particular house and, they'll give you a list of groceries and money to just go do the groceries for them. At the moment, we have 20 bicycles, meaning we have also 20 boys. It started in February 2020, and since then the business has grown, especially during the lockdown. These are times that a struggle for many families. There's no income for people. But for our business, I think it has affected it in a positive way. These boys are able to come to work and make money for themselves, take the income to their homes and help where they're able to help. Opening doors for me means giving other people an opportunity to create something for themselves and for their life. As young people, we need to have streams of income. We need to start opening our businesses. What we're doing now, we're opening doors for young people to be able to generate an income throughout the lockdown. I think it's very important to support local businesses because these are the businesses that add value to communities, providing a platform and an opportunity for people to do something with their lives.
A 4 to 5 hour drive from Los Angeles and San Francisco, and just over an hour's drive from Fresno, are California's Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks. Established in 1890, Sequoia National Park is named after one of the largest tree species on the planet and is home to one of the USA's highest peaks. Neighboring Kings Canyon lays just to the north, plunging 2,000 feet deeper into the earth than Arizona's Grand Canyon. Yet, despite their differences, these parks share much in common. Their valleys have been shaped by the snow-fed cascades of the central Sierra Nevada, while from their soils rise giant sequoias, some of which first put down roots 3,000 years ago, long before the rise of the Roman Empire. Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks are living timelines that remind us that we have small parts in a story far greater than our own. After passing Sequoia's iconic entrance sign, follow Route 198 through the park's sunlit foothills into the dappled shadows of its conifer zone. Pull over at Tunnel Rock, where generations of motorists left their mark before the road was rerouted in 1997. 4 miles on at Hospital Rock, see the marks of even earlier travelers, the Potwisha people, who for centuries used use this healing place as a winter encampment. Follow the hairpins ever upwards for another 8 miles. Then turn left and follow the gentle melody of Yucca Creek into the depths of Crystal Cave. Discovered by 2 park employees while on a fishing trip in 1918, these marble caves have been shaped and polished by snowmelt for over 100,000 years. After exploring the park's subterranean worlds, turn your gaze skyward at the 4 Guardsmen, a grove of 1,000-year-old sequoias. But these are mere adolescents compared to what lays just beyond in the giant forest. Call into the Giant Forest Museum to learn more about the sequoia tree, named after the Cherokee scholar who created the first alphabet for his people and inspired the creation of writing systems for pre-literate languages all over the world. Which is somewhat ironic, for as you walk beneath the 8,000 sequoias of the giant forest, chances are you'll be lost for words. From the museum, take the Big Trees Trail, a wheelchair-friendly circuit where you'll find favorites such as Ed by Ned, twin sequoias whose combined footprint is as large as a swimming pool. Two miles on from the museum, pay your respects to one of the park's elder statesmen, General Sherman, which rockets 16 stories into the sky and contains as much wood as an average 20-acre pine forest. After straining your neck muscles looking up at one of the world's largest living beings, take the 10-minute drive to Morrow Rock. Climb the 400 steps up the bald granite dome which juts from the mountainside. To the west, look down on Route 198, which zigzags up from the valley floor. To the east, gaze out to the peaks of the Great Western Divide, piercing the clouds at over 13,000 feet. While to the north, feel the call of even more adventure from Kings Canyon. Just an hour's drive from Morrow Rock is Grant Grove Village, the sole gateway to Kings Canyon National Park. After learning more about the park's human and natural history at the Visitor Center, explore the General Grant Tree Trail. Peer into the fallen monarch, used by the U.S. Cavalry a century ago to stable horses, and Gamlin Cabin, the oldest remaining structure in the park. Then stand before the General Grant, the world's second largest tree. Declared the nation's Christmas tree by President Coolidge in 1926, and a living shrine to those lost in war by President Eisenhower in 1956, the roots of this giant run deep into America's consciousness. After bathing in the forest fragrances at Grant Cove, buckle up and hit the Kings Canyon Scenic Byway. Open from May to October, this incredible road snakes its way eastward, high above the Kings River. As the road descends and your grip on the steering wheel relaxes, take a breather by the cool mists of Grizzly Falls and Roaring River Falls. After 30 wild, rocky miles, the road nears its end, delivering you into the lush valley floor at Zumwalt Meadow. Wander the boardwalk around this picture-perfect Sierra meadow filled with wildflowers, berries, and birdsong as the near vertical granite giants, North Dome and Grand Sentinel, fill the sky. Whether it's the vastness of Zumwalt Meadow or the giant sequoias which reach toward the heavens, no photograph, no video, no words can fully capture the sheer scale and spirit of Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks. This is a place that defies the limits of lens and language. A place where, as John Muir wrote, the snow melts into music, and between every two trees is a door leading to a new life. The only way to experience this place is to step through that door yourself.
New Bethesda is like the spiritual home of free thinkers. It's a sort of vast landscape that's almost biblical in magnitude. The harshness of it makes you a much more thoughtful and spiritual person. It's almost an oasis for people who are innovative in their thinking. Because to survive on such a land means you have to be stronger. You have to look for answers in non-traditional ways. This seems to be a place that is a magnet for people who want to express themselves and makes it a visually interesting place to be as a photographer. To my friends in America, if they wanted to find an area that was quirky, warm, creative, and in the middle of a fantastic land, I would say come to New Bethesda, because that's where they would find it all together in one small, wonderful place.
September 14th, 2001. Americans mark a day of remembrance for the victims of the September 11th attacks. In New York, President George W. Bush tours the ruins of the World Trade Center. He tells rescue workers at Ground Zero just days after the attacks that toppled the Twin Towers.
I can hear you, the rest of the world hears you, and the people who knocked these buildings down will hear all of us soon.
1901.
I am leaving because somebody must leave, or else the fight would not be made at all.
Theodore Roosevelt becomes America's youngest president at age 43. He succeeds William McKinley, who dies more than a week after he's shot by an assassin. 1814. Francis Scott Key is inspired to write the poem whose words ultimately become the national anthem of the United States. He composes the Star-Spangled Banner during the War of 1812 after witnessing the British bombardment of Fort McHenry in Maryland. 1879. Margaret Sanger, the founder of America's birth control movement, is born in Corning, New York. 1982. Princess Grace of Monaco, the former movie actress Grace Kelly, dies of injuries from a car crash the day before. She was 52 years old. 1927. Isadora Duncan, the modern dance pioneer, dies in an accident in Nice, France. She's killed when her scarf becomes entangled in the wheel of her sports car. And 1994.
It's not a very happy set of circumstances for me. After all, we're in the baseball business.
Baseball's acting commissioner Bud Selig cancels the rest of the season due to a players' strike. That includes the World Series, the first October without that game in nearly 90 years. Today in History, September 14th. Tim McGuire, The Associated Press.
Welcome back in our studio, and in today's news,